right?
Sometimes
That's
it does.
a new thing. So I think the intelligence level of America is rising, but there's no question. I think overall, in Scandinavia in general, it's higher. So I don't know. I'd like to believe that if you have a great product and you combine it with great messaging and story, that's the road to success. And you can be marginally successful if you have a mediocre product and great branding and great advertising and great design. But the sweet spot, of course, is both. Yes?
Can you speak to your client's experience with respect to the market's influence or market-specific distribution channels? I mean, relative to design. I mean, talking about a mediocre product, but the behemoth of their distribution channels being more of a success factor with their.
So all the things kind of down the funnel that might affect it one way or another.
Well, if you have a really strong distribution channel, maybe a bigger influence in terms of the success over the design aspect.
Yeah.
Where that interplay comes with.
Yeah, and I think in the work that we do, we always try to create, top shelf design, and that's otherwise we don't produce it. I think, we don't get into a lot of distribution channels and how those are set up. I think the ways that we brush up against that, I think good design can obviously help that. I don't know if that answers your question.
On the Reebok CrossFit
Yeah.
scenario, I mean, this is kind of interesting because CrossFit is a brand on its own.
It is,
It
yes.
stands on its own.
Yeah.
It has a market. CrossFit has a market. Did Reebok design, and people who are doing CrossFit were wearing Reebok product, right? Did Reebok go out and then leverage this market that was already built and design new wear for CrossFit? Or did Reebok just decide to open up stores to get into their market? Or how did you influence Reebok to use their design potential to get into that market?
Well, we did a huge, I just showed that one little piece that we did.
Yeah.
We did a huge body of work, and the answer was, if you want to own the idea of fitness, you got to walk the walk. And so we actually recommended to them that they either sign up with P90X or CrossFit. It just so happened that CrossFit was, in negotiation, that was the right fit. So I think it was a win-win situation, which is we're always trying to create for our clients as well, where CrossFit got a larger reach and they actually got products that were designed for them. Because a lot of the people in the CrossFit gyms, they're wearing running trainers or wrestling shoes, or some people wouldn't wear shoes at all. So they really didn't have any products that they felt like spoke to them. So CrossFit got a line of products for them. Reebok got all the knowledge and intelligence about being fit. So we basically said, if you want to own this idea of fitness, you've got to open gyms. And the next thing we're trying to convince them of, which came out of all the work that we did, is the role of nutrition. So that's my next thing with them is, if you want to be serious about fitness, you actually should get into the nutrition business as well.
Does Reebok own the CrossFit? Are they owners in the
I think
CrossFit
it's I don't know the exact
marketing?
way that the negotiation went down, but it's an exclusive partnership.
One more question.
Yeah.
What is push off is truth? And is that
That's an awesome question. That is the best question I've gotten.
Can you repeat it?
Her question was, what is push office's truth? I don't know. I'm gonna toss that to Nick.
Good quality design.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Honestly,
Have that conversation.
I can tell you when I know we're doing it right is when there's a lot of laughter. I actually use laughter in the studio as a measure. When people are laughing and they're having a good time, I'm not going to go back to the slide, but yeah, when all those people are laughing and there's a lot of good energy, then I know we're actually producing better work than not. What is our truth? I'm going to have to get back to you on that. It's so much easier. It's so much easier to tell someone else, okay, here's your truth, than to say your own. That's a great question.
All right, I think that's.
Thanks, guys, so much.
We're going to let these words of wisdom sink in for 5-10 minutes. If you want to stretch your legs briefly, and we shall return shortly with Mr. Fisker.